mean square value. The another name for RMS is like a true value or effective value. Effective value. Because whenever we discuss about AC signal to calculate the power, we used to use RMS value, not the other values. So, or otherwise the RMS value of AC signal also called as the effective value. Okay, because for any AC signal, the average value of the AC signal is 0. So, and again to denote, okay, effectively to denote the value of the AC signal, we are using the RMS value. Okay, so RMS value we are using. Why we are using RMS value? Because average value of AC signal is 0. Average value of AC signal is 0. So its effectiveness. So its effectiveness. It means AC signal effectiveness. Effectiveness is measured by RMS value. Okay, is measured by RMS value. Okay, so why? Because see, whenever you have a DC current, say for example, if the current is like this, okay, DC nature, then if you have a resistance, if the current is flowing across this resistance, then simply the power dissipated by the resistance is simply I square R. Okay, because it is constant. Okay, now what is happening when the signal is of having this nature, AC nature, if the same current flows here, but now the current is having sinusoidal nature. So what is happening when the current is 0, power dissipated is 0. When the current increases, power dissipated will increase, and again the current decreases, then the power dissipation will decrease. Okay, so and again, even if the signal is going in the opposite way, that means negative. Negative means what? For the first half cycle, the current will go in this way. In the negative half cycle, the current will be going in this way. Whether the current go right or from right to left, there will be always power dissipation for the resistance. Okay, so ultimately this resistance also will dissipate some power. Okay, but that is not necessarily to be equal to here, because say for example, if I take this I value as a 5 ampere, and again here I am taking it as a 5 ampere, but that is like a peak value. Bottom one can be minus 5 ampere, and again it is not necessarily to be same as here. Okay, so again, but this also dissipates some power. Okay, it also dissipates some power. Dissipates some power. Then how to define the effectiveness of this current waveform? Okay, with respect to power. Okay, for that we are having some comparison that is introduced in the lower class itself. Okay, now I take some AC signal. Okay, for that AC signal I am having some peak value. Okay, peak value AM minus AM, like that. You pass this sinusoidal current, okay, through this resistance. Ultimately it dissipates some power. Okay, dissipates some power. Okay, now I do not know what is that power. Say for example, let me say that is 100 watt. It can be anything. Okay, 100 watt. Then you take the same resistance here. Okay, you form one DC waveform. What should be the value of the DC waveform, such that if this DC current waveform is passed through the resistor, then also it has to produce same power. Okay, the power dissipation has to be same. Are you understanding this? Because first case I use sinusoidal signal, it dissipates some power. For example, let it be 100 watt. Now the same resistance, now I pass it through a sinusoidal signal. Now I pass it through a DC signal. For DC signal, I know what is the power, that is I square R. Then what should be the value of I, such that it will produce the same power? Okay, the value of this one is called the RMS value. The RMS value, okay, that RMS value is EM divided by root 2. Okay, so or otherwise here current we are writing. So the current RMS, IRMS, Okay, now the IRMS value is AM divided by root 2. Okay, so this is the component. So when you have a sinusoidal signal, okay, very simply, if you have a sinusoidal signal like this, then what is the, this is plus AM, this is minus AM. Already you know for this what is the RMS value. Okay, the RMS value, because it may be the current or voltage, so the RMS value is AM divided by root 2. Or it may be cos also. Even if it is cos waveform, even if it is cos waveform, the RMS value is going to be AM divided by root 2 only, AM divided by root 2. Now, again, instead of this way, the sign, because this is simply, this mathematics is AM sin omega t, this is AM cos omega t. Now, I can take in different format, okay, AM sin omega t modulus. Okay, modulus in the sense positive will become, sorry, negative also will become like a positive. This is the positive of cycle. Then instead of negative of cycle, I will have the positive of cycle, the mirror image. So my waveform will go like this if it is a mod AM sin omega t. Now for this waveform, if I measure RMS value, now and again this is the peak AM. Now also I will get AM divided by root 2, because what it is, see here, whether the current flows like this or like this, it will dissipate the same power. When it is like this, current is flowing from left to right. When it is in the negative cycle, the current is flowing from right to left. Okay, so whatever may be, I'll get the same power dissipation. That's why instead of this way, I can also flip this. Even if I draw like this, then also it will dissipate the same power. That is RMS value is AM divided by root 2 only. Okay, so you have to understand this first. Okay, and then I again here AM sin omega t is there. Here also AM sin omega t. But even if I modify this omega, okay, once if I modify this omega, this t will vary, time period of the waveform will vary. So what I'm telling, instead of AM sin omega t, I can take sin 2 omega t also. Then also you will get the RMS value as AM by root 2 only. Then also you'll get RMS value AM by root 2, or you can take cos 2 WT also. So finally, your RMS value does not depend on the time period of the waveform. It will depend on only the amplitude of the waveform. It will depend on the only amplitude of the waveform. And also one more category is there. If the waveform is going like this, now what will happen? If the waveform is this is like a peak value, what will be the RMS value? Okay, now the RMS value is AM divided by root 3. Okay, I am not worried about time because I have just concluded here. Even if I vary my frequency or the time period will vary, but even there is a variation in the time period, then there is no variation in the RMS value. That means RMS value does not depend on the time period, but it depends on the peak amplitude. But if I change the shape of the waveform, okay, see, for example, here also T2T only, okay, suppose here also T2T I am using, but the shape is getting changed, then my RMS value is getting changed. Now in future we'll see how to actually calculate this one. Okay, now, so the RMS value does not depend on the time period, but it depends on the amplitude and also the shape of the waveform. So finally you should know RMS value depends on peak amplitude. RMS value depends on peak amplitude or maximum amplitude, peak or maximum amplitude, and also depends on the shape of the waveform, but does not depend on, does not depend on time period. Does not depend on time period of the waveform. Okay, does not depend on the time period of waveform, but the waveform has to be continuous. Okay, waveform has to be continuous. Okay, so you cannot skip this. Okay, Suddenly, sometimes somebody may think, if I write like this, what will happen? Whether that is same, because that is entirely new, different format. Shape is getting changed. Then here also that RMS value will change. That we'll see later. Okay, now, so finally we have understood. Okay, what we got understanding. Now I will measure the RMS value. Finally, it depends on the maximum amplitude and also the shape of the waveform, but it does not depend on the time period. Okay, then what is the RMS value? Okay, RMS means root mean square value. RMS means what? Root mean square value. Okay, first you take square. Okay, first you take square, then you take the mean. Okay, then you take root. Okay, first you are squaring, next you are taking mean. Mean means what, sir? Calculating the mean means average. Okay, so because you are doing average after squaring, if you are doing the average before squaring, then the answer will be 0, because for sinusoidal signal average value is 0, but you are doing the average after squaring. Okay, then and again finally you are taking the root, because you have to remove the effect of the square. Okay, then ultimately this, see, you are taking the square and then you are taking the square root. So ultimately the unit of this one will be voltage only. Okay, the unit of RMS value is like a voltage only. If already voltage is there, finally after RMS also voltage only. If already current is there, after RMS also that is current only. Okay, that unit will not change. Then what is the formula? Okay, the RMS value. Okay, suppose if X is the waveform. Okay, if XT is the waveform, it may be the current waveform or voltage waveform, some waveform, then what is the RMS value of this one? First you square. Okay, first you square this x square t, then you calculate the mean. Okay, mean means what? Okay, because once if you see after squaring, if it is a sinusoidal signal, then it will become like this. Okay, again infinite number of cycles are there. Then what is the average? So for that you can concentrate on one box, then you calculate the average here, and again rest of the box also will provide same answer. But again if you take average of all, finally that average is equal to this average. Okay, so I concentrate on one cycle. Okay, then you put the time period here 0 to t, you take one period, one cycle. Okay, one cycle means something like this. One cycle, you take one cycle. Then and again you have to find out the average. Average means what? Area. Average means area divided by time. Okay, average means what? Area divided by time. Okay, so area means integration. Average, you have to take the average. That's why 1 by t. Okay, 1 by t integration x square of t. Then finally you have to take the square root. Okay, so this is the definition for RMS value. Okay, if you have some waveform, square root of 1 by t integration 0 to t x square of t. And once if I square this term RMS square, then what will happen? This square root will go away. So this is 1 by t integral 0 to t x square of t dt. I think from the basics of signal system, if the mathematics is like this, that we will denote it as power. Okay, 1 by t integration 0 to t x square t dt, then we will denote this as a power. Okay, so RMS value, if you square the RMS value, you will get the power. That is another idea. Okay, if you square the RMS value, you will get the power of the signal. You will get the power of the signal. Now I will take some basic signals, then we'll calculate the RMS value. Suppose my voltage waveform is like this. Vm sine omega t. Okay, without confusion, I'm not putting any theta here. Later we'll see if I put theta, what will happen. Or otherwise, when you take air itself, you can put theta, Vm sine omega t plus theta, but this will be a little bit confusing. That mathematics will be a little bit confusing. Okay, finally, our answer will be Vm divided by root 2, because again, when you have a single signal, your RMS value does not depend on the phase shift. That also I can include here as a note. Okay, when you have a single signal, the RMS value does not depend on the phase shift also. When single signal is there, RMS does not vary with the phase shift, vary with the phase shift. That means what? When you have more than one signal, then the condition may be different that we have to analyze. But only if you have a single signal, even if you have any phase shift theta, your final RMS value will not change. So I'll take theta itself. Later we will see, because in the beginning itself, if we take theta, then that will be confusing. Okay, so how to find out the RMS value? VRMS is equal to, again, what is the formula? 1 by t integration 0 to t, okay, sine square omega t dt, okay, overall square root, then 1 by t integration 0 to t. What is sine square theta, sir? 1 by 2 cos 2 omega t divided by 2 into dt. Now, from this, what you will get, because I think we forgot about this Vm. This Vm you can take outside. Okay, Vm divided by t. From the first term, if you do the integration, that will become like a t by 2. The second term will become like a 0. Okay, you substitute the value, then this second term will become as a 0, because it is something like average only. Once if we take the integration is something like area. If you calculate the area under the cos or sine, whatever may be the frequency, the answer will be 0. Okay, so even if you do the mathematics, finally the answer will be 0. So, and again, we made one more mistake here, because we have to take the square. Okay, that means Vm square here. And again, overall square root is there. This also overall square root, Vm square. Now tt cancel. Okay, Vm square divided by 2. Okay, and once if you apply Vm square root, then that is Vm. Then finally you will get Vm by root 2. Okay, so the VRMS is always Vm divided by root 2. That is important. Okay, even if we take cos also, okay, cos omega t, then you will get the same answer. Okay, now again we have to prove that. Okay, because the power means it's like instantaneous. Whether you shift the signal left or right, that instantaneous power is not going to change. Okay, because for a power you are taking one cycle, then you are measuring this RMS value, effective value. But mathematically, again, you can take V of t is equal to Vm